been a while since we talked about original characters inside of Danny's World. If you don't know what an original character is basically someone who's a fan of the game's concept of what do they think a toon that should be in the game, or just their own creative concepts that has stats, abilities, and everything that fits into the bubble of the game we love. And you might be asking yourself, why haven't you talked about this in a while, Hopeless? What is going on? And honestly, the only reason and the main reason I haven't is because I thought that there was supposed to be more things coming to the game soon. Like, for example, we see here that Quell says that they're gonna buff Razzle and Dazzle. As you can see right here, Quell wants to buff Razzle and Dazzle. Let's see if this has happened now, actually. But yeah, in short, I mainly haven't looked at OCs because I thought more content and updates were going to come to the game, and that was going to be the content that I was making on new toons. So I didn't want to just basically drown you guys in OC stuff. However, there hasn't been an update that's came out yet since. And yeah, it appears that Razzle and Dazzle also has not gotten a buff yet either. So that's not something that's in the game. Skins are still not in the game. Game passes are not in the game. The only thing that's still in the game is that you can buy some UGCs, which is pretty cool. So today we're going to go ahead and look at some original characters. I'm going to rank them and tell you how good they are. But before we do that, I have to tell you how I rank original characters. We'll start with F. It's really hard to get an F. The only way to get an F is that your original character isn't original. It's basically either a copy or a clone of something that already exists. Pretty self-explanatory. Something that's a C tier is something that doesn't quite fit inside of Dandy's World. What I mean by that is that it's just completely broken. It means it's an overpowered and broken ability. There's just something about it, or its stats don't line up, or its abilities are too good, or it has a new mechanic that overall just breaks the game. That's what goes in C tier. You could have the best art I've ever seen in my entire life, but if it is just broken, it's a C tier. And then between A, B, and S tier, this is where things get a little bit dicey. The main difference being S tier is something that I would literally pay money for, like I want it now. A is something that like I could totally see being in the game. I would spend my Iker on it. And B is basically like I could see it being in the game. So I guess in better words, bias decides A through B, S through B. Okay, shut up. Either way, every time I go to this beloved screen, there's always more OCs to choose from. Today, there are so many OCs, and you know what? I'm immediately going to start with the one that looks like the amazing Digital Circus. I can't remember her name. Oh my gosh, I'm a fake fan. Can someone add my OC to this? Thank you. Okay, so here is Pip. So Pip is going to be a normal toon with a skill check of 3, movement speed of 5, whoa, 3 stamina, 1 stealth, and 2 extraction speed. So legitimately, wholeheartedly, it has the perfect build for a S tier extractor. Not extractor, distractor. As you can see, Pip is a white rabbit with black beady eyes and a purplish blush. That is exactly what that is. She wears a blue-pink jester costume with yellow accents along with a ruffled clown collar around her neck. And the reason why she has lower stealth, which is said in her appearance, is that she has these bells on her ears, which is actually a really cool feature. It reminds me of Kenpachi Saraki from Bleach, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Also, this looks like a straight out of Paper Mario. Dude, I want to play Paper Mario so bad. I'm distracted already. I wish you guys like me playing other games. Oh my gosh, it would make my life so much more fun. I'm distracted. I love Paper Mario. Either way, this is Kenpachi Saraki. So here's my boy Kenpachi, and you can't see it that well. However, as you can see right here, you can see the distinct bells on his ears. The reason why he does this is so his opponents can hear where he's coming from, because he actually just likes to have a fun fight. That is actually also the reason why he wears an eye patch. It actually sucks energy out of him. It literally makes him weaker to give his opponents a better chance so he can enjoy the fight more. Yes, this guy's an absolute freak of nature, and that's coming from a literal skeleton that said that. So, Pip's cool so far. Moving on from that, Pip is going to cost 2,750 Iker, which is pretty dang expensive for a normal toon. I believe Goob still costs more than that. However, Pip is a distractor character. She has extremely low stealth due to her bells, but makes up for it with movement speed. Her balloons have a very long cooldown, so it's not best to overuse them. It's important to make sure you don't place balloons in your fellow toons, or you can place them in a sticky situation when they pop. So, I'm assuming this plays into her ability, which her ability is called Pip Pip Pop. This toon has a 3 use ability per floor. The first 2 times when you use her ability, she'll place 1 balloon down, each time at the cost of 20 stamina. Very unique feature that it costs stamina to use your ability. Upon activating the ability for a 3rd time, the balloons will pop, luring twists over to them to investigate the sound. Whoa! I really like this ability, but the only thing that I think I would like more is if the balloons had a set explode timer, like they explode in 20 seconds after you place them, or it worked like a C4 or like Junkrat's bomb from Overwatch, where you can detonate them yourself. Like, it'd be cool if there was an animation screen where after she placed down her balloons or something, like, let's say your hands are normally like this on the screen, right? Your hands are like this. It would be cool if she, like, shoot, like, puts up a balloon, and then she gets, like, a detonator in her hands. And whenever she wants, she could go, blink, and, like, pop the balloon, and then she has it 3 uses per floor. So then she'll go, and then she'll get the pin back, and then she'll go, and then she'll lose it, and then she'll go, woo, and then do it, and then you guys get it. I think that's just something that would give the character more control and make the OC overall feel better. But those are just my opinions. Overall, very cool tune. No trinket yet, no twisted version yet, which is unfortunate. So we will have to rank this based solely on this tune. And this is very cool. Even without the twisted and without the trinket, honestly, in my opinion, this is A tier. This is a very solid tune. Moving on from that, it looks like we have BOXTEN's younger or older brother, Harten the Toolbox. Harten is a purple toolbox that have a lid shaped like a yellow hard hat. The hat and the head have a silver simple lock to keep it all in one piece. Oh, so it's like the upgraded version of BOXTEN. He can't turn into a twisted. Have a simple lock to keep it all in place. He's suited with a yellow-orange striped construction vest with a pair of black jeans. One of his face cheeks is smudged with a black bar. I do see that. And he is going to be a normal tune with 2 stars of skill check, a 4 in movement speed, 3 in stamina, 2 in stealth, and 4 in extraction speed. So he's like a mid extractor, and or a mid. He's like more suited to be a like a C tier distractor. However, his ability is going to be catered towards being an extractor. As you can see, PDA, his ability is to extract the machine quicker using a PDA. Extraction speed greatly increases. Okay, so 2, so above 2 stars, at the cost of skill check size being even smaller. Infrequent falling due to the skill check will be punished by slow 3 for 5 seconds. That punishment isn't even bad. That is actually a really cool ability, especially if he's mainly supposed to be distracting. He's like one of those ones that can flip-flop, kind of like Razzle and Dazzle. That's really neat. And this later goes in and delves into how you can have him play different abilities, like obviously an extractor or a distractor. However, does have a twisted version, so let's go ahead and investigate this. Overall, I am really digging this tune. Twisted Harten, which, to be honest, pretty freaking rad. That gun is cool. This guy is dogging his drawing. Nah, dude. Nah, this is cool, man. Nah, you be proud of yourself. Trogus, no, it looks good. Either way, this Twisted is going to have below average speed, and he has an ability called Mechanic, which he acts as a moving sentry. That is terrifying. Imagine being literally chased by a moving sentry gun. Wild. He will wander around until a tune is in line of sight. He then prepares his weapon, creating a stationary stance, and track his target with a laser target. This speed will slowly accelerate until it stops and shoots his target. Breaking line of sight will not reset his charging stance, but only when he shot a wall or a tune. Okay, so the only way you can avoid this man after he locks onto you is you like have to get behind either a box or a wall. There's no other way. His attention span is above average, makes sense because he isn't going to lose track of you. And his detection range is exceptional, which makes sense why he can see you from pretty much anywhere. Holy crap, this guy is cool. Either way, with this tune, he unfortunately doesn't have a trinket. Not that I saw. Yeah, no, I don't think he has his own trinket, but having your own already made Twisted for a tune does give you brownie points in my book. I would say this is, this is a fringe S. It's a fringe S. It really is. Super flushed out. I would say A+, not quite a C. I think I need to know what his trinket is, and that would probably make him an S. Coming up next is going to be our first and probably our only main tune of the day, which is going to be Perina. She's poppy, but pink. Not my words, literally the creators. Either way, she's going to have 2 hearts, obviously. She's a main tune. A skill check of 3, a movement speed of 4, stamina of 3, stealth of 4, extraction speed of 2. So pretty all over the board here, stat-wise. Definitely giving me more of a survivalist role. But she is gonna have 2 abilities, one called Kick Them Evil and one Pick Up a Tune. Wait, have I seen this tune before? No, we haven't seen this before. So our first ability, obviously called Kick Them All, or Kick Them All Evil, is Perina would use her leg dashing forwards towards the Twisteds by 3 blocks and kicking them off. The Twisted in question would get stunned and push away from 4 blocks. I don't exactly know the unit measurement in Danny's world. We're saying blocks. That doesn't seem very far. Regardless, let's keep going and just assume it makes sense. The ability can only be used once per floor. To not make the ability too overpowered, you can save your friends once per floor with this ability. You say save your friends, but you need a lot of communication in order for that to happen. Okay, either way, we also have Pick Up a Tune, which is use whenever the... Okay, so these are both active abilities. Use whenever the elevator starts closing. It has no seconds of cooldown. Using it by approaching a tune. When this ability is available, you can use it on the tune and start walking away with them. Interesting enough, the tune in question will always be on her shoulder regardless if they're larger than her or not. Certain larger tunes aren't counted. This can't be used as a prank to make Shrimp angry or help him. We all love shrimps, don't we? Okay, so this is like whenever the elevator starts closing, so they mean panic mode. So whenever in panic mode, you can pick up tunes. Okay, cool. There is a whole buttload of lore. If I could tell anything based off the creator of this, I don't think they care as much about the mechanics than they do the lore of the character. As you can see, look at all these quotes. Yeah. This person cares way more about the lore of their character than they do anything else. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at all the art for Perina. Or Perina. Also, audio that plays when Perina is talking. Yeah, Okay, so that plays when she talks. Here's another image of Perina up close. Here's one of her on a poster. Okay, I mean, the tune is very cool. They do not have a twisted version, but that is going to be all that we have for Perina. It's obvious that this character, or the person that made this, cares a lot about the lore of the character, the communication between the character, how they interact with other tunes, and less about their actual role in the game, which makes sense because there is a major divide in Danny's world. People that like delve into the lore and the RP, and then the other half that actually play the game competitively or leisurely, and so on and so forth. But either way, practicality-wise, I would say this is probably a B-level tune. But that is going to be all the tunes that we have time for today. I wish we had more time. And next time I go to OCs, I will rank your guys's in the Discord. It has been a while. I've just been avoiding Discord like the bubonic plague recently because there's just so much drama over there. And if I don't look, I don't see it. So I haven't. Either way, make sure you guys unsubscribe. I love you guys. And thank you guys for enjoying my Danny's World content. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me. But I will see you guys all again soon with another video. Until then. Bye.